Georgia swaggers in as the biggest favorite. Championship game in recent decades. Almost 2 touchdowns. Second straight westward road trip for the guys from Fort Worth. Trying to shock the world tonight. They kick it to him, and Davis will leave it in the end zone. And TCU, with a smaller alumni base and enrollment, has showed up in big numbers in LA. This is McIntosh, who's an excellent back, running and receiving out of the backfield. Empty backfield. Bennett steps up, fires across the middle, and it's Brock Bowers with an early catch.
Watch Bennett look left, trying to move the linebacker, creates a nice throwing lane, and puts it right on the money. Remember, TCU gave up some big plays early in that opening drive against Michigan and squeezed and forced the
keeper. Bennett gets a block. Georgia draws first blood. Like the game against Ohio State, clicking quickly. Bennett, one little cut and the smooth run into the end zone. Frogs could use a break. It's Davis in motion. He's got it on the jet sweep. Darius Davis blazing fast, lost the ball. It's on the ground. A scrum right near the TCU bench. Georgia says they've got it, and they do. Bowers made a cut, and some Horned Frogs were on roller skates there. Couldn't change with him. Bennett on the move, delivers high. That's Ladd McConkey going up and making the grab. So Georgia gets the fumble recovery, kept out of the end zone, but builds a 10-0 lead midway first quarter. Second down against the 3-man rush, launching downfield. Darius Davis is wide open, has to wait in the throw, but weaves his way down inside the 15. It's a coverage bust and a big play desperately needed.
Sometimes Quentin Johnston, as an NFL first-round type of guy, to the middle of the field, and it opened it up to the outside to Barber.
Plowing ahead. You get Darius Davis and 3rd and 1. That's Johnston in motion. Dug in with the keeper, scores! A touchdown run for each quarterback. And TCU fights back. Nice drive.
Possibility of the run. Look at the man-to-man, just clears out the defensive back here. It just opens up. Very simple for Duggan, an easy read.
Some things to figure out here in the early going. McConkey on the edge gets some blocks, and Ladd McConkey looks like he's got some of that explosive ability back. It's an 11-yard gain. By far the most targeted receiver in this offense. McIntosh running to the right, bounces off a tackle, and another big game. This Georgia ground game is churning early. First down. Bennett looked to pitch it to the edge, now picks it up, and now does find McConkey in some space, and he's going to be wrestled out inside the 40 by Bud Clark, but it's right near the marker. It is another first down.
Not dealing with much pressure at all when he does drop back to throw.
With the play action, Bennett looks down the middle. McConkey's wide open. Touchdown, Dogs. "37-yard strike. Another clever play design and masterful execution so far by the Dogs.
Look at TCU's defense. They're not even lined up. They react late here, and now you got motion. So right away there's confusion. Here's the bust right here by Tomlinson. See the back coming out of the backfield? He sees him, lets the receiver McConkey go downfield. So there's a lot. And then if you do, then you can create some one-on-one matchups on the outside when you get him down.
The play fake ball zipped underneath, and that's Riley. He's a big, tough matchup problem. 6'7", 255, played a couple years at Texas, but he's blossomed at TCU.
Where we were in the middle of the year.
It's the right tackle, Andrew Coker, a 3-year starter who appears to be struggling at the moment. Keep an eye on that. Duggan looking to throw, pressure on first down, and they get him. It was a good coverage sack, but finally, Michael Williams, the true freshman, has become the best pass rush. Bennett has all kinds of time. Launches for Bowers again, who makes the catch in TCU territory.
Break that huddle quickly. I think it's causing some miscommunication for the TCU defense, and they're trying to catch up to it. It's Jamoy Hodge, and that is a really difficult thing to do for a big linebacker at 245 pounds to stay up with Bowers, who is one of the fastest tight ends we've seen. Well, the ball better come out quickly in an empty set.
Snap it at 2. He's immediately pressured. Winters chasing Bennett 13 versus 13, but the quarterback wins that battle.
You blitz, you think you got speed. Do not underestimate what Stetson Bennett can do man to man. All those defenders have their backs turned to the quarterback.
Some fresh bodies in for TCU. They got backups along the defensive front. McIntosh around the corner, barrels down, another first down. First and goal for Georgia. 11th play of the drive. Bennett keeping all the way and just sauntering into the end zone. His second rushing touchdown, and Georgia throwing haymakers and building a big lead now.
Move with the receivers, nobody on the edge of that defense. We saw Bennett score a touchdown like that against Ohio State. Look at how easy that is for Broderick Jones, 59. He's trying to look for somebody to block. Milton's trying to find somebody.
Normally he lines up on the left almost every time. Duggan sidesteps the rush, launches downfield. Johnson, the intended receiver, but it's picked off. Javon Bullard patrolling the deep middle of the field, and it's the second takeaway for the Dogs defense.
Free release off the line of scrimmage, everything you would want on third down, but because of the pressure with that blitzing linebacker, Dumas Johnson.
Bursting up the middle and barreling down to the 30-yard line is McIntosh. TCU backs off, rushes 3, plays coverage. Bennett down the middle, catch made Bowers. Doesn't matter how many guys you put in coverage, they can't cover him or tackle him. Milton, no problem. Georgia overpowering TCU.
In there to make a nice play.
Duggan swarmed and knocked down. Georgia relentless on both sides. Bear Alexander, a true freshman, joining the party. Duggan stands and delivers, but it's intercepted. Made a mistake, and Javon Bullard has had a huge first half with takeaway number 3, and no, Georgia is not done in the first half.
And I think that affects Duggan and his timing. It's a long throw, and it's late. You have 2 defenders there. He read man-to-man, but Georgia's sitting in zone. 88 in his face, and he throws it. Nice job by Bullard jumping it, and Bennett's thinking another touchdown right here.
Carter just threw aside one block. Their worst defended route. Those routes down the seam in the middle. Bennett looking this time to the edge. Mitchell, one-handed catch for a touchdown. And the highlight reel continues.
Newton's fighting to try to get that ball back. That's just brought in with his body and his right hand to try to secure it. Newton never really gives up on the play as they hit the ground. See what they do here.
And off with the right side, and they just continue to rip off chunks of yardage. That's Kenny Milton. Bennett still got it, looking to throw in first down, flips it to Bowers. This is where we began, and Bowers pours it on, weaves his way deep into TCU territory, finally wrestled down. 6th catch of the night for the big fella from Napa. TCU fans hoping that that will create some kind of a turnaround here, but that's reaching a bit. Ball to the end zone, Bowers, touchdown! And Bennett continues to dazzle. And Brock Bowers showing that he is one of the elite athletes in this sport.
No doubt.
Duggan pressured again. on the run. Hasn't really been able to get loose and hurt Georgia as a scrambler tonight. Makes positive yards and does move the sticks that time. Sacked a couple of times through 2 interceptions when pressured by the Dogs. Looking to throw on first over the middle, low throw, and went down to gather it there. Catch is made. Michigan, they ran it and threw it. Overmatched tonight. Duggan hammered, collected the snap and collided with Big Bear Alexander. The true freshman has made 2 big plays tonight.
Was not going to be out here, but at least he's enjoying it at home.
Edwards runs to the right, breaking tackles. You know that Bulldogs are
that kind of system being effective because he distributes the ball and he's intelligent.
And 3rd and 8, right down the seam, and there's Big O, Darnell Washington, joining the tight end party tonight down to the 11-yard line. In the first in 30 years for Georgia. Bennett once more goes to the end zone. McConkey with another touchdown catch. Not done dominating yet. They've hit half 100 now.
Oh, that's his guy, McConkey.
He's now equaled Joe Burrow's record in the BCS and CFP eras. That's 25 years, 6 touchdowns responsible for. 4 pass, 2 run for Bennett. Burrow threw for 5, ran for 1 in that rout in the Superdome over Clemson in the championship game 3 years ago. They've already done a lot tonight. Alexander and Williams. Slant. Davis has some space. Darius Davis made a cut and then stumbled forward inside the Georgia 40. Early stages of the second quarter. Duggan on 3rd and long, flips it short. DeMarcado's hit behind the line immediately by Kamari Lassiter in his 4th down and long. They don't use the portal. They don't have to.
It's a Stetson Bennett curtain call here.
Here we go. Bennett caps a career that began with no scholarship offer at Georgia. He'll leave with a legacy unlike anybody else at this school. 2-time national championship quarterback. No doubt most outstanding player in his 4th playoff game.
Disney's got to do a movie on that.
Beck now spelling him. Keeps the beat going to Kearis Jackson. I mean, listen, if he came in as a 5-star.
All along.
Folks in Blackshear like to say, hey, we believe from the start. That was their rallying cry a year ago when he won his first championship. Back on a slant. That's a good-looking throw to Dylan Bell, a true freshman.
There's that arm. Wanted him out before the Michigan game.
For that. Enough inside, and there's that good-looking freshman, Branson Robinson. He's still running, by the way, dragging people into the end zone. Actually, they're going to spot him just short. Not quite a touchdown, but shows you the strength that you were just admiring.
Oh, my God. Hard, if not harder than the starters.
He's got it again, and this time will not be denied. They haven't signaled yet. He's got to be falling in the end zone. It is finally a touchdown.
Off the ball linebackers with their blitz.
4 true freshmen in the field at the moment for Georgia's defense, and they continue to get after the veteran quarterback and drop him behind the line. That's Tyke Smith.
And completes it.
It's 4th and 6. Georgia brings pressure again, and down goes Duggan. That's true freshman Jalen Walker. Aggression from the first play, and it hasn't let up. Hung in. Quarterback of some not very good teams. Took over this team, and let's go to Branson Robinson one more time, and the freshman just scoots in. And Georgia, it's the 60 mark. It was 17-7 when they immediately answered TCU's score and then got off the field again. I think things became desperate. Off the right side, Savon Clark, and the beat goes on as the backups continue to make plays. Holly?
Kirby just got the bucket. Remember last year they won it in Indy, and he was like off to recruiting. I was like, man, if you win this, you're gonna enjoy this. Oh, we got the roster to get ready. Oh, they missed him. It looks like he's enjoying this one. Back to back, man. You do not see this in college football.
But the Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.